Hi, good afternoon. Taking a little break from the gods and goddesses today to talk a little bit about this thing called a mask. Now, this is my little homemade mask. Let me turn it right side up so you can see it. Yeah, Star Wars geek here, okay? Mine is made like the tie-up surgical masks. The only difference is that I have elastic on mine, okay? And I actually fit this to my head because when you put your mask on, it should fit tight. Now, what my little rants about is what I'm really upset about is that I went to some couple stores this weekend to pick up toilet paper, the much needed supply, and some bleach for cleaning around in my house and keeping my own home sterile and safe. Well, not sterile, but safe at least, okay? Um, but I saw several people walking around like this. So let me show you, because I'm going to show you how my mask goes on, because it's, like I said, it's similar to a tie-on, but it is elastic. So when I put my mask on, I'm going to see if I can just start choking myself, right? People are over here laughing at me on this side. My top one is going to come up toward the top of my head. My bottom one comes around the bottom. It fits tight. It's tight over the bridge of my nose, and I actually made sure that it is. And on my kids, they actually have a little extra strap, my daughter's does, that kind of cinches it in. So if you do make a homemade mask, just running a little bit of elastic across the top will cinch that in for you, okay? And then adjust it as you need to. I understand, hold on, that these things are hard to talk through. They're uncomfortable. I get it. And I get that when you're walking around the store trying to get groceries and do all your stuff, that this thing gets sweaty. However, what I saw today was a lot of this. So the mask pulled down below the ears so that it's looser, but exposing the nose. This is not effective. You're not. You're now breathing in anything that anybody else has, and you're spreading it. Now I'm going to touch my face. If you were out and about, picking up groceries, don't touch your face. You don't know what's been on that stuff, okay? I'm not trying to be all paranoid, but these are what the CDC rules are being put out, and you can find them on the CDC website. So when you've got it halfway up like this, you're still spreading it through your nose out, and you're getting it in your nose as well. Okay, it's not effective. Yes, I'll be taking that up with the store that I went to later. A lot of what I see is I'll see people come out, mask goes down around here, and I have seen this. We live in kind of a small town, so sometimes you do see people at different stores. Then they'll quickly come in, and they're doing this number again. The first time somebody saw me do this myself, I was in my car. I'm getting ready to go home, and they're like, oh my gosh, they worked in the medical field. You've just contaminated your mask. Yes, I'm going home. This mask is going to go into my washer dryer on hot and be ready for the next use. If I were going from store A immediately to store B, even though I'm driving, okay, my mask stays on. Why? Because as soon as I take that mask off, I've now just invalidated the effectiveness of the mask. Talk to anybody who has worked in the medical field, and they will tell you this, okay? There's no way you would ever see a surgeon coming in and out of the same surgery pulling up his mask. They'd have a new one. So here's how I want you to think about that. On my social network feed, I shared a video that somebody else had done. It was just very lovely. And I'm a huge fan of MASH. If you've never seen it, Google it. You'll find it, okay? Those of us old timers, as you call us, little Generation Xers, most of us grew up on this show. But it would be no different than when Winchester gets in trouble for touching his nose in surgery after he had been made sterile. You touch your face, you pull down your mask, and you're doing this number, you are no longer in a sterile environment. It's no longer effective. Yes, I know that we're not working in the surgical unit, but here's the deal. People like myself who have a lowered immune defense, and people like my daughter who also have a lowered immune defense, are the people we are trying to protect during the COVID outbreak with the wearing of a mask. Now, I live in a state that has not gone to mandatory mask wearing when in a public place, such as a grocery store, a gas station, or some of the essential stores that are open, like we have our hardware stores are open here where I live. Be kind to other people. There are people out there who do not have your immune system and who are going to get sick. Now, you may say, well, I don't have any symptoms. You might be well in the clear, okay? You may not have any symptoms. You may not even test positive. You don't have the COVID. Great, wonderful for you. However, you may be the one that's asymptomatic, which in layman's terms is basically you're walking around like Typhoid Mary, spreading the disease of COVID all around to all your people while you yourself never get the symptoms to get sick enough. Like you have it, it's in you, you're spreading it. Nobody else is getting sick, or everybody else is getting sick. You're not getting sick yourself, okay? So, that said, the next time I see one of you people stocking my shelves like this, walking around, I'm going to ask you for your name and I'm going to take it to your manager. No, I'm not being a Karen. I'm telling you that if your people are going to wear a mask and you're going to require that your people wear a mask, you need to make sure they're wearing it effectively. We have lots of wonderful hospitals. I am in a state that has a Mayo Clinic in it. Not sure exactly. I've never done the research. I have no idea how many states each have a Mayo Clinic, but we have a Mayo Clinic. So I am sure that they would be more than happy to do a video for your people telling you how to wear one of these. Either your homemade one, which I've seen people wear, or your actual surgical ones, which I do not own because, well, we all know who's confiscating most of them from, even the VA hospitals, and I won't get into the politics in this video. But please protect other people. You are not the center of the universe. Think about somebody outside of yourself who, if they get sick, are going to get really, really, really sick. And we know that we've lost people on this disease. This is not a laughing matter. This is not a joke. This is not somebody making things up to be larger than life. This is really happening. And because I have myself and my daughter both with an immune deficiency, I would appreciate it if you'd wear your mask. Love you all.